Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode of a WoW War and Order. So in the last few episodes, I was kind of playing through like a noob. I mean, I was enjoying what I'm playing and participating in events with my alliance. But then there are some things where I kind of got confused and I didn't want to mislead you, which is why we got an experienced player coming from our alliance, and his name is Critty, Knight Critty. Welcome to the channel.
Hey, thank you. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, thanks for coming in, mate. So today we are going to bother you a little bit and ask you a few questions that we kind of couldn't figure out ourselves. And I'm sure with your experience, this wouldn't be too difficult. Now, speaking of your experience, how long have you been playing this for?
Well, I've played this quite a long time with my wife for about 2 years.
Oh, that's great. That's great on two different levels. So you're playing as a family, as a couple, which is great, and 2 years is a long time. So what keeps you playing this game? Like, what do you enjoy about this game?
The most enjoyment I get for playing with other people around the world. You can chat with them and have so much. You can see that you have so much in common, and you go on raids together and do events. Yeah, that's pretty much the thing I enjoy the most of this game.
That sounds about right, because if we look at our alliance over here, there's quite a lot of people. Let's have a look at the number of members that we have. So how many members do we have actually, Critty, in our alliance at the moment? 46, it says?
Yeah, right. We have 46 people, and all of them are active. That's really enjoyable. At the moment, there are 10 online, and yeah, it's really fun
That's
to play with all of
pretty
them.
good. And then it's organizing events with all those guys, right? And then there's a cool chat feature as well. So I'm just showing on the screen how there is a quick beautiful chat feature that we have, and beautiful custom emojis that we can use as well. So for no reason in alliance chat, I'm going to show some love. There you go. That's how the chat works. And Pretty, if I'm not wrong, you're the diplomat at the moment, right? So you're managing the relationship with other alliances and so?
Yeah, right. And I already got the alliance with one of the biggest alliances on the server, which is really nice for us.
Oh, wow. Well, good on you. Now, we're going to ask you some specific questions, things we couldn't kind of figure out. So the first question, when it comes to training troops, there are 4 types of troops it looks like I can train and or recruit, and I have been only recruiting cavalry just because they're fast and they can, go beat monsters and come back home, and I can go out again faster. Is that a good idea, or is there like a different combination we should be going for?
Well, just training cavalry isn't the best idea. Um, the cavalry, the cavalry is really good for collecting stuff or getting on monsters, like you said. But when you really want to go on PvP, playing with other against other players, you need to have a good infantry and something mage or archer. You can choose which one you try to proficient yourself with. Um, I actually don't send any cavalry for PvP because they die too fast.
Ah, well, I have been doing something wrong then, I guess. Now, speaking
Maybe
of
yes.
troop, yeah.
Maybe yes.
Ah, so when it comes to dead troops, there's just something that I wanted to add, and this is something I figured out. So when your troops die in PvP, and your troops can only die in PvP, right, Critty?
Right.
Okay, so when we're doing monsters and events, they don't die. Only when we're fighting against other players, other lords in this game, that's when they die. But troops dying is not a bad thing in this game, because you know why? When troops die, you get something called angel juice. Now, I know this is not the official term, but this is what people kind of call it. And then the more troops that die, the more of those things that you get, the thing that I'm pointing on the screen now. So when you get more of that, you can actually recruit angels to fight for you. That sounds very biblical, but we love it. Now, question for you again, mate. I'm not going to waste too much of your time, so we'll go through the questions fast. Now, the next thing is, there's a building in the city called Altar. You got that building, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So with that building, in the last tab, it says Conjure, and this is where I kind of get lost. So what am I doing in this screen? What's conjuring? That sounds like a scary movie, right?
That's true. But on Conjure, you can, for coins, get parts of artifacts. And these artifacts are very powerful. You need them to reinforce your troops, so that they won't die as fast as they do when you have nothing on them.
Okay. So let me go into my artifact screen. So when I go there, there's like 3 items that I have, and it looks like there's only 2 of them I can equip at a time, because only 2 of them has an icon that says that they're equipped. So can you just carry 2, or can you add more?
No, you can actually carry 5 at the end. But for this, you have to upgrade your building. You have to upgrade the altar, and you can only do it on a certain level of your castle.
Okay. Now let's go into my artifacts again, because there's one other question. So I'm clicking on one of my artifacts, and then it has 2 options below it. One of them says fortify, the other one says refine. What does any of that mean?
So when you fortify your artifact, you use experience points to level this thing up. So the stats going up with it. And you only have the stats which are green at the moment. The other ones are not activated. To activate these one, you have to go on refine. And for refine, you need more of the parts of the artifact.
Okay, so as we are speaking, I just upgraded one of my artifacts to level 3. So the same stat went up a little bit. That was fortify. And refine, you meant... So when it's refine, you said that will unlock the other skills, right?
Right. So when you go, I think you may have Genjang Moye, right?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So you have to fortify it on level 10. And when you have it fortified on level 10, you can refine it for the parts. You maybe have enough parts for fortify. Is it right?
Okay, so let me see. I went up to level 6. I'm doing it as we speak. I'm level 8 now, and then I'm level 10 now. Yes, so I fortified Huh?
Yeah, now you go on refine.
Okay, now I click refine. Oh, it doesn't let me. It says I need more fragments. So when I get more fragments, I can unlock the next skill then.
Right, you get this 2-star ability for infantry HP gain up to...
Yes, that's what it says.
6.5%.
Okay, right. Yes. Okay, so now it makes sense. So guys, now you know how to deal with the artifacts and what it does and all of that. So that kind of definitely makes sense. Now, I should have written down all my questions, so I'm kind of scrambling through in my head what to do. Now, I think the next question that I had was about my dragon. So I'm clicking on my dragon, my beast, which is a dragon. Now, I took him to level 10 the other day, and then there's a new plus icon there where it says I can equip a new skill, but then it says my inventory is empty. So how do I get things in my inventory to have another skill?
Well, when you go on your inventory and you scroll all the way down, and you have the parts of the skill you can get for your beast. In your case, your dragon, like wounded limit fragment or life source fragment. I'm not sure. Again, it's a long time that I played a high level character, so I think it's 40 you need to fuse them together, and then you can activate this ability.
So there's something towards the end, just before the artifacts, where it says life source fragment, wounded limit fragment. Are they the ones you're talking about?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Now there's one other item here where it says beast skill chest. Should I open that? I may have some of it there, or doesn't work like that.
Totally open them. There you get the fragments from.
Okay, so I open them. There's some stuff that we got, and then let's see if that gave me enough. You said we need about 40. No, I think I got about, the highest that I got is 14. So I need to keep opening those chests so that I can get them, right?
Totally, yes.
Okay. Now I do have few other chests here, but they don't sound like anything to do with. Nah, they're like different type of chests, so material chests and things. They don't sound like they will do much. Okay.
No, they are just for fortune.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so now we kind of know where to. Actually, question. I know what I need to get, but how do I get them? So those fragments, where do I get them from?
You get them from events mostly. So when the right event comes, like the Monster Swarm or Demon Invasion or Dark Abyss, sometimes they are for your beast. And then you get experience points for your beast, and you get also the chests. But it depends how good you are on this event.
So on the background, we have a battle replay that we're looking at. It's us trying to beat an elite monster. I did a rally and we kind of failed. So those elite monsters, if we defeated them, would we get these kind of fragments?
No, at the moment for the elite monsters, you get the coins which you can conjure at the altar.
Okay, so no, that's not the way. Okay, I'll kind of keep an eye out on the monsters and then see which ones kind of give it to us. Now, the next question that I had was about something called defense golems. So at my castle wall, there's a button that says recruit. So not just my barracks, it looks like I can recruit things on the wall as well, or the castle gate. So what is that golem thing do? Does that defend my city or something?
Yeah, right. They stay all the way in your city. They can't get out. They are just for defending, but they are very strong. When you're out and collecting stuff or something, and they are the last reach to get into your city. So when you get attacked, you really have to hope that you have enough of them golems.
So it's a good idea to just keep training them as long as the system lets me?
Yeah, true. You have to recruit them and also develop on them. That will also be nice.
Oh, there's a way to upgrade them as well?
Yeah, on research, when you go on the academy, you can go on your city defense and then you can make them even stronger.
Okay, that definitely makes sense. So we'll do that. Now, speaking of research, I'm just kind of focusing on the economic research at first. Is that kind of a good idea, or like we should kind of balance it out, some tech on war and some tech on research? Any specific advice on that?
You're not on research, you're on your abilities, right? On your skills.
Oh, the Lord skills. Sorry, yeah, I kind of had that confused. Sorry.
Yeah.
When it comes to Lord skills, I am at 20 now, and then as we upgrade the Lord skills, I will get more damage on the, what's it called, golems as well, right?
No, the golem you don't get on the law skills, you get them on the academy where you can research.
Okay, on the
city,
academy.
there you go on city defense.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, you're right. I think I saw that somewhere under city defense. Yes, there's Golem Legion. Okay, so there's quite a few things here that we need to research. Now, as I'm playing through the game, I kind of have a feeling that I'm doing more PvE than PvP. So in terms of PvP, PvE, as far as this alliance goes, what's the aim for any alliance in this game? Like, what are you trying to achieve as an alliance here?
Yeah, you try to achieve a good power ranking. with your whole alliance, also yourself. But you try to push your alliance further to get a really good stand in the events, and when you get a really high ranking at the events, you get stuff for free, and which you can use for yourself, and that is really nice.
And then I saw some alliance versus alliance wars happening as well. There were a few other alliances where we were rallying their cities and whatnot. Now, what does alliances usually fight over in this game?
So sometimes you just look up for one guy, and you decide with your whole alliance to attack them to get his resources. But mostly when the alliance attacks, they want to have territory, they want to have event managing good, or they want just to push another alliance down so they can get up themselves.
Now, one other thing I meant to ask you, and it just popped up on the screen now. So I'm looking at Klaus64 City. He's from our alliance, and he got a fancy dragon-looking city, and my city looks kind of sad compared to his. How did he get that?
When you go outside on the world's cleanest day, you can click on your building, on your castle, and go on decoration. And then you can see all the kind of decoration which are available. So some of them are just available in a special amount of time, like in a special event or something. But you have also, when you scroll down a little bit, you can get some for rainbow gems.
Yes.
These you can activate actually now, if you want to, when you have some rainbow gems.
Okay, and how do we get the rainbow gems?
Sometimes you can buy them for real money. You can also get them when you go, for example, you go on right next to your dragon. There is a breach defense line.
Yep, the quest,
Right, and when you do these quests, you get stars. For the stars, you can open the chest in the upper right corner. And there you can get some of these rainbow gems.
I found one. So I did get 600. Did I get 600? I think I got some. Yeah, 600. I think I got 600 rainbow gems from doing the quest. Okay, so I used them. Or maybe 900. So I used them to buy the city skins, basically.
Right, and they stay for a special amount of time. And while they are active, you also get a boost for attack for like 5%. Which is really nice when you attack other players.
So yeah, like the dragon-looking one, the one that looks the coolest, I think, it gives you 5% attack boost. So you know what though?
Right.
I think I have one free one that I can use, and that came from buying the Supreme card. Now, speaking of spending, do you actually spend in this game?
I only spent once now. You upgraded, nice.
Yes, I got a dragon-looking city now.
Really nice. So I just spent one time. So I get the golden hammer for unlimited time. So you can actually do 2 upgrading for your cities at the same time, which is really, really useful.
Yes,
but I'm not the one
know that
which
hammer that I think I got one of those hammers from doing the Supreme card or buying something as well. But you can actually buy it separately. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, you can have these hammers just for 1 day, so you can activate every day again, and you can once spend, I think it's $5 or something, to have it unlimited. So you don't have to recharge it. You can use it every time you want. That's nice.
Yes, I'm just showing the hammer on the screen. So guys, as you can see, I'm using both hammers. So based on your experience playing the game for like 2 years or so, do you think this is a game that requires a lot of spending?
No, you can push yourself with spending, totally. But if you're active and have a good alliance and do it with passion, you don't need to spend really. I didn't, and I did really well.
That sounds good. I mean, there's quite a lot of games out there that requires a lot of spending, and then I mean, I don't mind a little entertainment budget, but I don't want to sell the house to play a game, right?
Totally.
So yeah. So I think those are all the questions that I kind of had for you right now. Now, if you don't mind just having like a last few words for new players in the game, and then we can call it a day.
Okay. Let me think about it. So if you really want to play War and Order, I hope you have so much fun and don't get frustrated in the first like 2 hours. It's really much going on the screen, but when you're in there, you can't stop playing. It's really awesome.
That sounds like a good advice. Now, viewers, we thank Kriti for joining this chat today. And Kriti, I'm sure that in your honor, we are going to get a lots of likes and subscribed on this video. And then, guys, hopefully see you in the next video. And then if you have any questions, you can join our Discord, which is linked below. We can definitely try to answer some of those questions. There's a separate chat for WoW, and we will make sure that we get Kriti to join that chat as well. Kriti, how does that sound?
Great. Thank you very much for having me here. It was awesome.
Thank you for joining.